I'm doing a bit of slacking. Today is 2 days after my brother's birthday, and I am just now getting his package together and getting it built so I can get it shipped hopefully tomorrow. It's going to take a little bit of drying processing time, so I'm hoping it'll be ready tomorrow, but we'll see. I knew going back to the Midwest during the first week of this month would throw me off getting this package finished. I probably still could have, but I don't know, for some reason that's the way it happened. Here is everything in a priority mailbox. The goal this year actually came up with about the same time as I was building last year's Impossible to Open box. So it should have made this year a little bit quicker and easier, but here we are. So kind of thinking the route of paper mache, but with more industrial glue. This is not necessarily glue, but gap and crack cleaner, filler. We have 2 things of liquid nails, a whole bunch of terry towels that will be soaked in these and then applied on, and then I have a bunch of paper downstairs, and that's where the paper mache style is going to come in, and it's just going to have layer and layer of glue and paper and towel, and in between some of those there's going to be pieces of wood to make it almost seem like a wood box. So I think it's just going to be this hard as rock, gross looking thing. For just a second to make the actual paper mache. We got 1 cup of flour to 2 cups water. And this will be the first handful of bases where I can just kind of get the paper wet or goopy and do a couple layers with that, and then we'll start getting on to the liquid nails after. Pretty sure this box has everything in it that's going to be in it, so I'm going to tape up all the seams the best I can, because I will be putting liquid stuff on it, so I don't want that to leak in the inside.
How many layers are you trying to do?
With this stuff, like 3 or 4, but then with the other stuff, a lot more. So I've never paper mache'd before, so Haley's going to show me how. What have you paper mache'd?
A lot of things, I don't know.
Like what?
Pinatas and...
What kind of pinatas?
I don't know, I guess I'm doing it.
Alright, so she's going to show me how to do these first couple layers.
It's really easy. You just grab a strip and dip it in and put it on.
Okay.
Shake it off a little bit so it dries a little faster.
So there's not a lot of...
Yeah.
Flunk.
That's how you paper mache.
Alright. Alrighty.
Try not to overlap too much.
Okay.
So I would still, you got so much. It's gonna never dry.
Okay.
Do 1 strip at a time and make sure it's flat. You don't want to get all
Wrinkly?
wrinkly.
Okay.
I mean, it'll still work if it's not flat, but it'll be more likely to mold.
Gotcha. Never paper mache'd before. I didn't really realize that it would take so long between the layers, and if I would try to gunk on a whole bunch, we have the possibility of it getting wet on the inside of the box and or taking forever to dry and molding. So I think I'm just gonna do this 1 layer, and I don't think it's gonna really help reinforce the box in any way. Just kind of a learning experience, and then once this dries, hopefully tonight, I will be able to do more layers with the liquid nails and just other bullshit. Sun in the backyard right now. let it go. Did you see that? Alright, so it's like 11 o'clock at night. I had to give this time to dry and also had a little bit of work to do, but I am back home and going to do the next layer. I think the next layer is going to be liquid nails. Oh, that ripped. Liquid nails and more paper, and then after that we'll start messing with some wood. So I was helping Nick at Bridge City do something the other day, and his caulk gun had a little metal rod on it to poke the caulk. And I did not know. I always just went and found something like just like this. It was like a wire thing from the yard, and I mean that's not enough of a reason to buy a new caulk gun, but it'd be really, really nice. I don't know if this one, I mean I got this from the Goodwill outlet, you know, 7 years ago. I don't know if it ever had that, but it's a good idea. A little bit of caulk on there. Yep, oh, stop coming out. I don't know if this is going to be hard to open or just weird to open. Wood layers are on it, and I'm just gonna let that dry for a few hours. Hopefully, why am I so blue? Hoping to get a little bit more work done tonight, but it is now 11:30 or so. So at the very least, I'll make sure everything is underneath this porch thing so it doesn't get rained on, because it is looking like a little bit of rain tomorrow, and I would hate for that to happen. Alright, so all that foam is dry. Yeah, that's pretty dry. I had it set outside while Haley and I went for a hike around Mount Hood area to this place called Frog Lake or Frog Pond. We actually took the wrong turn and never made it there, and just went in opposite direction and still had a nice forest hike. We got home just in time before it started raining too hard. This had a few sprinkles on it, but luckily not too much. So it feels really weird, really lumpy. I don't know what it's going to be like. So the next step is these terry towels. The more I thought about it, the more I would have liked to make a thin concrete mixture, dip the terry towels in there, and then kind of paper mache on the outside. But I don't have any concrete, so sticking to the original plan of liquid nails, just kind of gooping them up, putting them on. Kind of thinking about getting concrete tomorrow. Yeah, this is not going to be efficient. Like that big goop. Like I'm only going to get probably 2 towels on here. I ended up getting some of that foam on my hands earlier. The expanding foam from the last section. That is still on my hands in some areas. Yeah, this smells pretty strong, so as soon as this is put together, it's going to go back outside. Decided to go the concrete route. Now I made this concrete pretty thin. I don't know how that will work. Of course, something this thin you wouldn't want to use on an actual structure, but to thicken up some crusty towels, I might do it. I kinda go. Yeah, I'm gonna mix this with my hands. Yeah. I got these black gloves the other day. Every time I have to work on my car, I think, oh, I should get some gloves for this so I don't have so much just grease and stuff. Well, I finally did, and they're pretty expensive. It was like $17 for 50, but I figure for the most part I'm not going to use them that often, and it will be nice to have something sturdy and strong. So, that's what I got. Waiting for this to dry, I asked Haley to help me. I got some fishing line. She's going to help wrap and keep this tight. And I'm just going to slowly turn this. So we got right here. We're going to just go around a couple times first.
So I just need to let this go. Am I directing it? Sorry.
I'm directing it. You kind of help direct or help wrap. Go around a couple times. All right. Now I'm going to lift. Well, yeah, swivel that on. It's not my fault. I can't be sure. I'm having regrets that trigger recall. My eyes are closed so that I can see the pain I've done. I really thought I would be finished with that box today. Let it sit out overnight, stuck it in a part of the yard where I knew the morning sun would hit it and hopefully it would dry. And it is mostly dry, but not hard. So, I didn't know if diluting concrete that much would not let it harden on fabric, but apparently that's what happened. So I'm gonna mix some more concrete and put a thin layer all around it. Hopefully I can get that covered and ready to go for tomorrow. Okay, I think it's finished. It's the concrete's sticking decently well. I don't know how hard it's gonna actually be on there. I can pick away pieces. I almost thought about removing it all today and going in and getting some sort of epoxy. I don't know, like liquid nails would be ideal, but with how I saw it filling up the rags earlier on, I was gonna need like 10 of those, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to deal with that. I left one area of this without concrete. This thing is so heavy. Usually the shipping of these boxes cost similar or more than what I put inside of it, and that is definitely the case this year. I think shipping's normally like $50 or $60, and I mean, I don't know how much this weighs, but 25 pounds, like it's gonna be pretty hefty. So I just decided not to put concrete on the one side, plus I just want to get it out the door. Alright, was it leaking? Oh, I think it's leaking. So next thing we see is Joel opening the package. But since I did talk about the price and I was like guessing, figured I would say what it was. It was $46, maybe $47, but better than I thought. Happy September 2nd birthday.
Oh, thank you.
All signs point to that they opened it. Like somewhere on the way of being shipped to you. Yeah, because I shipped it in a box that was covered in eBay tape, and that is not.
Okay.
So.
And that's, they cut off one chunk of your tape then and put it on top?
Yep. Cut off like the top piece of cardboard or something.
They definitely, it's 2 boxes. This is like a flap of another box.
Okay.
So it's like just a box and another box. Brought some tools out too.
Nice.
Yeah, and the bottom is just a pile of dirt.
Oh, okay.
You go see this.
Oh, Jesus. I probably paid an extra $10 in shipping for that pile of dirt.
Yep.
Timer is starting in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, I see a bunch of fishing string.
I think UPS did that too.
Oh, probably.
Oh, God. Yeah, it was so smart to bring this outside.
Like, till the moment I just was opening the flaps and how much dust there was, it's like, alright, yeah, that's There's a good chunk.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Oh.
there it is. There's a big one.
Wow.
Wait, so he's in it?
Yeah, he's gonna break the 10-minute thing.
I'm in.
All right, you got 7 minutes and 53 seconds. That's
Ah.
really, really impressive, and a little bit sad.
At least that's my